Good morning. Happy New Year. 2022. Boy, we're looking forward to a great semester and a great term. We had a great December. It was warm, great Christmas, celebrating the birth of Jesus. I and my family, well, we had a little COVID in the household. We had a little time off. I got a chance to exercise quite a bit. Did a little of my own personal gardening. I mean, even spent some time working on my own collections and collectibles. And so I had a great trip. I'm renewed, break. I'm renewed, refreshed, and ready to go. And so I have the opportunity and the privilege of working with you, the sport management interns. I've done so for several semesters in years past. And I'm looking forward to helping you have a great experience on your internship, helping you move toward graduation. And for those of you that are taking additional class, balancing your efforts so that you do well in the class or classes, chapels, or cultural events that you're trying to finish in an effort to graduate. I would assume many of you are graduating in the end of April. I think our graduation date, I was just looking, is it the 29th? Commencement, April 29th, 7 p.m. I'm the faculty marshal, so I get to carry in the mace and I believe sit on the stage at your graduation, peering out and seeing all the graduates. And I look forward to seeing you in those stands, in those seats graduating. Now, I know a couple of you you're finishing a minor and you got a class or two over the summer. In either case, I'm here to help you. For those that are interested in seeking graduate school and graduate education, now is the time to really buckle down and maybe take the GRE, maybe work on your professional resume and your references and your cover letter, maybe applying and getting some applications out there into some of the graduate schools. I can certainly recommend, Dr. Battenfield and I can certainly recommend some of the great graduate schools that have wonderful masters in sport management, even some that are very faith-based and as serious about our Christian faith as we are here at North Greenville University. As we go through this semester, if you need help with anything, if you need assistance, if you're just trying to figure things out, work your way through graduation, don't be afraid to call me or email me. Some of you are local, some of you not so local. I'm always available. So I'm here to assist you as your advisor, your professor of record, and just your mentor and your friend. So let's talk about the internship orientation. This video, I'm just going to spend a couple of minutes directing you into Blackboard to do your internship orientation. Now, normally I would have met with you and spent an hour and talked through all these different matters and talked through the scenarios. I would have shared with you a variety of experiences that our interns have had in the past, and I would have shared with you where some of our recent graduates have gone on to. We were not afforded the time to be able to do that and the coordinating of that. So I'm going to do, for the very first time, I'm going to release you to do this in a very virtual manner. So let this video be a guide and a release to go ahead and do your internship orientation this afternoon. Have it done this afternoon, the very latest this evening. I'm required by the registrar, financial aid, and the administration to have this done today. So it's paramount that you get all this done and do today. And if there's anything we've got to work through, today's the time to do it. One of the reasons why is the spring semester starts tomorrow. And when the spring semester starts, that's the first official day of your internship. Now, I understand a couple of you have reached out to me and you've worked out accommodations for various reasons that you might not start till Friday, or you're moving in over the weekend. You might start Monday or Tuesday. I understand that. And because I have the privilege of taking over here at this point in time, I can allow for that. So I'm making accommodations with you who have reached out to me and you want to start on Friday, or you've already negotiated to start Monday and Tuesday. For those that haven't, your start date is officially tomorrow, and you must arrive on site and begin the internship. And then the internship extends through the end of the term. So the last day of the semester, I was looking at my calendar just yesterday, the last day of the semester is Friday, April 22nd. It is the week after Good Friday. So the Friday after Good Friday, April 22nd, is the last official day of the semester, and your internship runs through the end of that day. Now, if your intern provider wants you to stay a few more days, that is not required of us and should be negotiated and worked out with you separately outside of that. You should not and you cannot leave your internship early. You must work through the 29th. But if they invite you to stay longer, which we encourage, just realize that it's not a requirement of ours and you'll be under their supervision and under their insurance policies and stuff like that. So just be aware of that and kind of make sure you work those details out ahead of time. The second thing I would tell you is in regards to working out some details ahead of time, make sure you talk to them about a variety of matters such as hygiene. What are their expectations for hygiene? What are their expectations for professional dress, professional timeliness? Are they going to provide you an office and technology, or do you need to bring your laptop? Are they going to expect you to be able to drive to and from locations and transport people and things? Do they provide a vehicle, or are you going to use your own? Just a variety of those kind of things. You need to have that talk with them. If not already by now, certainly tomorrow when you start. Have some of these discussions. Find out what their business calendar looks like. Even though we take a spring break in March, the internship provider probably doesn't take a spring break, and you're obligated to their business schedule. So their business climate, their business culture, and their business schedule. You must adhere to their business schedule. When they want you to work, when they have time off, when they close down. Listen, you need to ask them. Not every business closes on Good Friday, and not every business takes Easter weekend off. So you need to have those discussions with them. And actually, you need to defer to them. Since they've brought you on as an intern employee, you must submit to their authority, their leadership, and their business calendar. Now, let me make something very clear. You're still a sport management major. You're still an NGU student. So even though you're off-site or away, all of the NGU parameters and protocols and student services and our moral and ethical expectations are still in place. Please, please don't violate your enlightener or your student conduct policies or your academic integrity policies where we have to intervene. Please don't do that. Make sure you're on time, you're on target, and you serve their needs. You dress properly, you talk and speak properly, you write properly, and you show them that you're a professional and you're ready to be hired. Many of our interns get hired right out of the internship at the location. I'm anticipating one or two of you will as well. But since you're still an NGU student, if you get sick, if you have an accident, if you have COVID, if there's a major death in the family and there's some special dispensation that needs to be done, not only do you work that out with your internship provider, you must immediately contact me, and then I would either refer you to our COVID task force or the provost office or something like that. You're still under our supervision as an NGU student and a sport management major. So please keep that in mind as we go forward. Let me take you into Blackboard. There's a variety of folders on the side here. The first thing I want you to do as you begin your internship orientation is to review the syllabus carefully. Click on that hyperlink, and I've put the syllabus in there as a wonderful PDF. Download it, print it off, have it available. Read through that a couple of times so you know the expectations of this course. It is a 12-hour course, and it will be graded an A, B, C, D, or F. It's a great chance for you to get a 12-credit A and really do well this semester and really boost your GPA. Read through that a couple of times and then complete this syllabus quiz right here. This link, hyperlink right here. And by the way, I would encourage you to look at the grading matrix right here as well. Spend some time at the grading matrix and then go right into your syllabus quiz. Complete that syllabus quiz. That's the first of several assessments today. Once you have that done, everything else is right here. In the graduation plan assessment folder, there are 6. There are 6 assessments. Each one of these you log into by clicking on that link and you complete that assessment. So this is part of the orientation that I normally would have talked through. We would have done these together as a group. We would have talked through the ramifications, Christian worldview, chapels, culture events, Make sure you have your tuition bill and payment lined up. Degree audit survey. After you get all those done, now it'll probably take 30 minutes to an hour. Go over here to your site supervisor evaluations and just take a minute and look at the intern's evaluation. I would encourage you to just make sure you know exactly what it is that the site supervisor is going to be evaluating you on. These two supervisor evaluations, one at midterm and one at the end of the term, the final one, are the very things they're going to evaluate you on. And then you're actually going to submit it back into Blackboard, and that's a graded assessment. So depending upon how highly or not so highly they rate you, you'll be assigned a grade to that. So make sure you do well for them. Make sure that they sit down with you at the midterm point in time and the end, and they have a meeting and they go over the evaluation with you. We want them to give you feedback. Let them constructively and critically discern for you and share with you how well you're doing, areas of improvement, and things they identify. Make sure you're fully informed of what's expected of you and how you're going to be graded. And when you're all done with that, one last thing. When you show up on site, whether it be tomorrow or you've been given dispensation for Friday or Saturday or Sunday, Monday or Tuesday, you'll go in and complete the first of each of your weekly journals, and that's the arrival journal. Now, you can go into this little hyperlink right here, and I'm in the weekly journal folder, and you can go in and click on this link, and this will kind of show you a sample journal. Normally, a journal from an internship site is 3 to 5 paragraphs. You're describing the things you did, your accomplishments, your interactions you had. Usually, the weekly journals, I might ask a prompting question. What was something they trained you on? What was an interaction you had with your supervisor? Tell me a problem you solved, something like that. But this is just a sample of how to complete that journal and what that content might look like. But to know that you've arrived safely and have begun your internship, I want you to complete the arrival evaluation right away, either tomorrow or that first day you start. By the end of that first day, this needs to be submitted into Blackboard. Now, the weekly journals. Every week, at the completion of the week, usually Sunday night or Monday morning, I'll send you a notice through Blackboard, an announcement, and it'll tell you week 1 journal, week 6 journal, week 14 journal, whichever week we're on, that journal is available for you to complete. You can click on that link and go right into that journal and write that 3 to 5 paragraphs in a couple of minutes and knock that out and submit it. Every week I review those journals. I read those. I want to hear about your experience. I want to see the interactions. I want to know how you're doing. I have to keep up with you, and electronic journaling is the way to do it. I assign a point value and a grade to that. Make sure those aren't late, because those are deducted based on lateness. You'll complete one journal at the completion of every week. So when you're done with week 1 journal is due. When you're done with week 10, the week 10 journal is due, and you'll submit those across 15 weeks, along with your 2 site supervisor evaluations. All of those assessments are what comprise your grade in this class. I want to see you do well. I want to see you learn and grow and professionally develop. Help this organization win and succeed, and I want you to grow in your faith. Ask Jesus to strengthen you and grow you and shape you into the sport man or sporting woman, the sport manager, the sport minister, the sport coach that God has for you. I'm here for you. Complete this internship orientation today. I've got to have this done. God bless you. Have a great day.